The world can change in an instant. One moment the sky is just the sky. The next, it is a canvas of tragedy. Thursday, May 22, 2025 began like any other for many. The sun had not yet fully risen over San Diego. People were stirring, coffee brewing, the promise of a new day unfolding. Then the news began to filter through. Whispers at first, then a roar. A plane had gone down. A small jet, in a residential area. The ordinary morning was shattered, replaced by a stark, unbelievable reality. The kind of news that makes you stop, that makes your heart sink. A day that would end very differently than it began, marked by sorrow. The aircraft was a Cessna 550 Citation II, a private jet. For some, a symbol of success, of reaching heights. On this day, it became a vessel of immense sorrow. It was on its final approach, carrying dreams, futures, and lives. Each journey in such a machine is usually one of purpose, of connection. This journey, however, ended too soon, too tragically. The sleek lines of the aircraft, designed for grace in the sky, were now part of a scene of devastation. It reminds us that even the most sophisticated creations are subject to the unpredictable turns of fate. The sky, so often a symbol of freedom, became the backdrop for an unspeakable loss. That date, May 22, 2025, will now be etched in many memories. Tierra Santa, a name that suggests peace, a sanctuary of earth. It is a residential neighborhood in San Diego, a place of homes, families, and daily routines. Its proximity to Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport, often called Montgomery Field, meant the sight and sound of aircraft were familiar, comforting even to some, a reminder of the bustling world beyond their quiet streets. But on that Thursday morning, this familiarity turned into a source of unimaginable terror. The residents were unsuspecting, going about their early morning activities, unaware of the disaster rapidly approaching from the sky above their homes. The first sign was the sound. Not the usual drone of a distant plane. This was different. Witnesses reported a loud, terrifying explosion, a sound that ripped through the morning calm, a sound that spoke of immense force and sudden destruction. It was the kind of sound that freezes you, that your mind struggles to comprehend. Then came the visual horror. Dave Shapiro. The name, for many in the music world, was synonymous with passion and drive. He was not just another music agent, he was a prominent figure, a force to be reckoned with. At 42, he had already carved out an impressive career, known for his keen ear and his unwavering support for the artists he represented. He was a visionary, someone who could see the potential in a raw talent and help nurture it into something powerful and resonant. His influence was felt deeply within the industry, shaping sounds and careers. He was a builder, a connector, a man who made things happen for the music he believed in. Section 4. Unraveling the tragedy, preliminary findings, and lingering questions. In the aftermath of such a devastating event, the search for answers begins. The National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, dispatched investigators to San Diego. Their task is meticulous, painstaking. They sift through wreckage, analyze data, and interview witnesses, all in an effort to understand how and why this tragedy occurred. The weight of expectation on them is immense, as families, friends, and a shocked public seek clarity amidst the confusion and grief. Their work is crucial, not just for understanding the specific crash, but for preventing future ones. It is a solemn duty, performed with precision and care. Preliminary reports, those initial whispers from the investigation, began to suggest a possible mechanical failure during the aircraft's descent. Section 5. Echoes of Grief. The music world mourns. When news of the crash and Dave Shapiro's involvement began to spread, it sent shockwaves through the music community. It was a ripple effect of disbelief, quickly followed by a profound and widespread sadness. Dave was not just a name on an industry list. He was a colleague, a mentor, a friend to many. He was part of the fabric of the scene. The loss of one of their own, especially someone so vibrant and influential, hit hard. Artists, managers, promoters, and crew members all felt the impact, a collective intake of breath as the tragic reality sank in. The sorrow was compounded by the loss of the other 5 souls on board. Among them was Daniel Williams, 39, the former drummer for The Devil Wears Prada, a band Dave Shapiro managed. Daniel was a talented musician, his rhythms having powered a band beloved by many. Section 6. A Silence in the Sound, reflecting on an irreplaceable loss. There is a finality to loss that is difficult to comprehend. 6 lives, 6 futures, 6 unique constellations of dreams, talents, and relationships, extinguished in a few terrifying moments. A heavy cloak of grief settles after such a tragedy, a sorrow that is both personal and communal. The world feels different, a little dimmer. For those who knew Dave Shapiro, Daniel Williams, Emma Heuch, Selena Kenyon, Kendall Fortner, and Dominic Damian, the loss is acute, a sharp pain that will take time to soften, though it may never fully disappear.